To all of my YouTube fans. Let me get my microphones hooked up. I don't know why this always does this. It does not like me having my case on my phone. This ring light. I'm gonna have to find more secure ring lights. I've got two already. Hey y'all, YouTube. You already know how it goes. I love bringing you guys on first because I get to talk a little bit more and I get to mention other platforms without it going against the community guidelines. When I go live on TikTok, it's all sort of my new issues.
Family to friends, I got a place for you to take your kids and family. Go down to Savannah.
So thank y'all so much for not having such stringent guidelines like TikTok does. TikTok has progressively gotten more strict as time has gone on, as they have realized that people have been dominating. They try to find ways to ensure that we don't do well on this app, I think. So come on in, you guys, hit the like button, share it out. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am on the road to 300 followers. I'm getting set up for my TikTok live. I'll be live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So just forewarning you guys that TikTok is very funny. TikTok does not like when I mention YouTube. So I have to be very careful about mentioning any other platform because they swear up and down that I'm trying to convince people to leave the app and go somewhere else. TikTok doesn't like that. That actually goes against their new community guidelines. Hey, y'all, hit the like button, share the stream out. I'm getting ready to walk for 30 minutes on my live. So come on in. When you guys say hi, let me know what state you are watching from. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to promote on here today. Hey y'all, what state are you guys watching from? Let me know that. I'm getting ready to go live on TikTok. So YouTube, to my YouTube audience, I appreciate y'all so much. Yesterday, you guys got me over the 200 subscriber mark, and I'm appreciative of that. I've been on YouTube a very long time, and I've seen where the guidelines have changed so much. It's changed dramatically. But I'm going live every day from May 28th to June 27th, walking 30 minutes every day. That is the purpose of me going live. It's for accountability and documentation for myself. But I bring you guys along because I love for you guys to see what it is that I'm doing. And I appreciate anybody who has any interest in getting back into working out. So I'm getting ready to go live on TikTok. I'm gonna bring them, and just as a reminder, TikTok does not like me to mention the word YouTube. So whenever I'm referring to my YouTube audience, I'll just generally say my other platform, my other phone. So, but if I have to specifically say something to you guys or mention YouTube, then I'll have to mute my TikTok audience. So that's why you'll hear me being very vague. So just an FYI. Okay, I'm getting ready to go live on TikTok. So let me. All right, so we're going live, guys. Welcome in. Make sure you come in and say hi, and let me know what state you're watching from. It's coming. Hey, TikTok. It is almost 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Thursday, what is today? June 18th, 2026. Welcome, you guys. My name is LaShonda. I go live every single day and I walk on my walking pad. I do this for accountability and documentation for myself. I have been going live ever since May 28th, 2026, and I will continue to go live until June 27th, 2026. I will still be walking 30 minutes every single day. However, I'm unsure when I'll start the next challenge. This challenge again went from May 28th and it'll end on June 27th. Hi, guys. Hi, y'all. So, thank y'all so much for those of you who have been rocking with me all 22 of these days. Today is day 22 of my 30-day challenge of walking 30 minutes every single day. So, we're going to get started right now, or I'm going to get started. I'm going to bring out my walking pad and then I'm going to talk to you about certain things. Hi, hello, Nigeria. All right. So, as you guys know, I go live on multiple platforms. And so you're going to see me talking to people that you probably won't be able to see in the comments on your side, but that's just because I'm live on TikTok and other platforms. So I wanted to remind you guys that walking 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes every single day, um, helps you to live longer. It improves your cardiovascular health and it is great for your mental health. Let me pin this real quick, you guys. Thank you so much, cousin Shanika. Appreciate you. If you are watching this, make sure you say hi and let me know what state you're watching from. And I will shout you out. As always, just a little bit of housekeeping rules here. Um, any of my platforms that you are watching from are safe and harassment free, hate free, offensive free. So it's subjective to me. So if I find that anything that you guys are saying in the comments are offensive to me, I will um, remove you. I will delete you, block you. I will mute you, all of the things. So be very cautious and careful about being in my comments. I find that at this time of night, the bots, the trolls, and haters and scammers are all out just looking for, a reason to annoy someone. And I am not the one or the two. So be careful in the comments. I am a pretty friendly person, and this is my personal page, my platform, and I will not allow anyone to come in and disrupt that. So if you are someone who is a disruptor, I would suggest you go ahead and leave now. So before I bring out my walking pad, I'm just going to tell you guys that, again, this is for accountability and documentation for myself. I don't care if there's one person in the room or 100 people in the room. This is really just for me. I do this, I go live because it does help my page out. It does help my the algorithm to see me as someone who is valuable. It does impact my numbers and things in the background, my analytics, and all of that. So, but again, it doesn't matter if there's one person on here or 100 people on here. I'm appreciative of anyone who comes, even if you just stay for a few seconds. I think the last video that I saw, it said the average viewer was like 2.5 seconds. That's absolutely fine with me. But I hope that you guys will come in and see something valuable that I'm saying or doing and take that with you for the rest of your life. And having said that, statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every single day do improve their life. They live longer and they improve their cardiovascular health as well as their mental health. There are places in the world called blue zones. And I keep telling you guys there's like 6 or 7, but let me actually be a little bit more accurate. So I've got 3 phones. Let me look it up and put my glasses on. Okay. All right. So let's look up, let's Google blue zones. Okay. So there's 5. I've been saying 6 or 7, but there's actually 5. And just so you know that I'm not making this up, whenever I see anything, oh, let me take the mirroring off so you guys can read. It's a tip for all of you content creators out there. When you're trying to show people things and it's going to mirror by default, but if you take the mirroring off, whenever you hold something up, it won't be backwards. So I need to do that for my other platform over here as well. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to do it on this other. John. Okay. At any rate, TikTok, you guys are able to see this. This says Blue Zones American Kitchen. So I'm not making it up about the thing called Blue Zones. There are 5 distinct geographic regions where people live significantly longer and healthier lives than average. Let me tell you where they are. I have been talking about this for 22 days. The places are Sardinia, Italy, Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, Loma Linda, California. That's the one place in the US where it's considered a blue zone. Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's only 5. So there's 5 places in the world where people live to 100 plus. So I didn't make this up. Again, those places are Sardinia, Italy, Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, Loma Linda, California, USA, and that's it. Oh, and Okinawa, Japan. All right. So there's like 1 per region of the earth. Different cultures, different climates, different terrains, and all of that. So we can't say, oh, it's just because they have, clear water or clear skies or there's no pollution or whatever. The one thing that is a through line for all 5 of those places in the world, and you guys can Google them, blue zones, is that those people walk. They do a lot of walking. So I'm not talking about running, jumping, jogging, sprinting, or even briskly walking. They're just walking. So make sure that at least as a bare minimum, you get your 30 minutes of walking every single day. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pull out my walking pad and I'm going to walk for 30 minutes to get my bare minimum in. Now, if you guys are new here, I'm LaShonda. I live in Charlotte. I'm 46 years old. In fact, I'll be 47 on July 11th. Shout out to the Cancers. And perimenopausal, I have endometriosis and adenomyosis, PCOS. And so, on top of walking, I'm going to incorporate lifting heavy weights. That's one of the things that some of the research for people with my diagnoses say that is going to help me through this perimenopausal plus journey that I'm on. But also, I want to live like those people in those 5 blue zones. I want to live to 100, but I don't just want to live. Like, I don't want to live in a wheelchair. I don't want to live and be out of my mind. I want to be fully aware, able to talk and walk and get around and socialize with my friends even when I'm 100 plus. And I hope you guys want the same things. So I encourage you, if I do nothing else, if you get nothing else from this live stream, it is that you should be walking 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes every single day. It's not a step count. It's not, I know there's lots of people that tell you try to get 10,000 steps in every single day. That's fine. I'm not judging you if you want to run, if you want to jog, if you want to sprint. The thing about being at this age and with those diagnoses, especially because your collagen is less and less as you get older, your joints start to hurt. And so those high impact things start to really impact your joints. Walking is one of those things that's less stressful to your knees, your feet, and any of your joints that might be affected when you're running, jumping, jogging, sprinting, or briskly walking. Anybody can do, as long as you are someone who is capable of walking, you can walk for 30 minutes every single day. Okay? So let me go grab my walking pad, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to bring it out. Hopefully you guys are still be able to hear me because I got my microphone on. Again, I would love it if you guys would hit the middle of your screen. If you're on TikTok, if you're on other platforms, just hit the like for me. Share the stream out and share it to at least 5 people. And then I'm going to show you a few things that can help you along your way. Okay, thank you, Shanika, so much. You got me over 800 likes, and it doesn't always have to suck. It doesn't always have to suck, and that's the point. Walking 30 minutes will make your life not suck. Okay? All right, so what I just bought out was my Zen Active walking pad. I'm going to turn this bad boy on in just a second, and we're going to get started with walking on that. Right now, it is at an amazing price. It's been at an amazing price, really, for the last week. It's under $100. When I purchased this, and I purchased this with my own hard-earned dollars for like $120 or $125. Right now, you guys can get it for less than what I paid for it at $99.99. Make sure before you place your order that you check your deals section in the checkout area and see if there are any TikTok shop coupons or any brand coupons that you are able to stack and get an even better deal on the Zen Active walking pad. This goes up to 5.0. It comes already assembled. When you place your order, it's going to ship in a couple of days and you'll get it. It'll be packaged really well. It'll come with 2x4s and styrofoam, so that it lessens the damage that can happen during shipping. And it's nothing to put together. It's really just the power cord and the remote. And it even comes with its own battery. But at most, you'll have to, put a battery in. I think it's 2032, the little round circular batteries that you will put in here. And I am not mechanically inclined. So things that require a whole lot of assembly, I don't do that. That's why I have a husband. So if it came where it needed to be assembled, I would have had my husband do it. But even me, I can put this together. You'll be able to put this together. All you're doing is plugging the power cord into the base unit and into your power supply and hitting play on the remote. that is the extent of put together. That's the extent of the assembly. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, this walking pad from Zen Active will be in my shopping cart for the duration of this live stream. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put on all the things because this is going to make my life better. The first thing that I'm going to put on is this ankle and brace support from Sleeve Stars. Right now it is $28.90. And the deal for you days is going on TikTok right now. It actually started on yesterday. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of these awesome deals. A lot of stuff is 30% off. And before you place your order, again, just make sure you check out the deal section to see if there are any TikTok shop coupons or any brand coupons that you might be able to stack with these products to see if you can get you an even better deal. I think $28.90 is a pretty awesome deal to get this. This is the sleeve that you slide over your foot, and then there's a little groove in here for your actual heel, and then you just strap on this strap part, crisscross over your ankle. Now, as I told you in the beginning of this video, I'm 46, and my joints and things hurt, and I've been having a little bit of plantar fasciitis in my right foot, and so I've been using this every time I get on my walking pad. I've been using this and it's been helping tremendously. I was in here limping like 2 weeks ago because of that, what I think is plantar fasciitis. And putting this on has definitely helped me that I'm not limping anymore. Thank you so much for liking the live. Make sure you guys share it out. There is somebody you know who's got achy joints, probably a hurt foot or a hurt ankle, and they might need this. So share it out to them. Let them know. And also I have shoppable videos with this on my page. So whether you get it from this live or you go on my shoppable videos and grab it, make sure you do that. But you can also find it in my showcase. Okay. What else did I want to say about this? Oh, let me put it on. Let me go ahead and put it on because we're going to get on this walking pad here. All right. So I just slide that on, and then I put my foot on the strap, and then I just wrap it crisscross on my ankle. Look how that is. And it feels good. It's compression. That's what it's doing. It's compression. Okay. So this will also be in my shopping cart. But again, if you're not able to get it right now while you're on live, add it to your cart. If you can't do that, then you can hit my profile and then go to my showcase and it'll be in there as well. Okay. All right. Another thing that I use whenever I am walking on my walking pad is this waist trimmer. Now, a few years ago, waist trainers was all the rage. Like everybody and their mama was selling waist trainers. This is not that. A lot of people were selling waist trainers to go under their regular clothes, their business casual outfit, so as to make it look like you have a hourglass figure or a figure eight. And there's those of us who actually want our bodies to look like that. And so what Sports Research and Sweet Sweat have done is come out with this waist trimmer. And right now it's $19.56, y'all. It's deals for you days that's going on right now. Everything is 30% off. So make sure you go and check out this Sweet Sweat for under $20. I believe like last week or something, it was like $60. The original, well, actually, no, the original price is $27.95. But you can also get a bundle with the waist trimmer and the workout enhancer gel. So make sure that that you go ahead and grab this. But what this is if you couple it with the workout enhancer gel, it's something that's going to make you perspire. And when you perspire, the idea is that you're going to burn more fat. So this is not a waist trainer, it is a waist trimmer. So instead of faking it with a trainer, like my body looks a certain way, with the trimmer, I'm actually going to create the body that I want, because it's going to help me lose fat in the area that I want, and that's around my midsection. Okay. And again, deals for you days is happening, and a lot of their products are 30% off. So go ahead and get this waist trimmer for $19.56 right now, or if you get the bundle, it's still going to be 30% off. Okay. So this technology is so neat. I'm going to show you at the end of this live stream how moist this is going to get, because it's really going to make me sweat. All right, so I just try to put it as close as I can. I like putting, when I use the workout enhancer gel that comes along with it, which is also made by Sweet Sweat and Sports Research, I like putting the workout enhancer gel directly on my skin, and then I put a t-shirt or something, whatever my clothes that I have on that day, I put the waist trimmer on top of that. That way it helps to soak up some of that sweat that's going to happen here, and that lets me know that I actually did sweat. So a lot of people are like, oh, 30 minutes is not a long time to be walking. It's not. And that's why you want to use pieces of equipment or, products just like this, with this technology that can help you sweat even more. But even if you were doing more than what I'm going to be doing, if you were jogging, sprinting, running, cross training, doing CrossFit, wear this, because it's breathable enough to where you can bend and do all the things. To see, with those waist trainers, you aren't able to do that. It's almost like a corset. This allows you to move and be flexible and exercise. These are actually made for exercising. Okay. All right. So again, deals for you days is going on. Make sure you go ahead and grab yours right now while it's happening. I think deals for you days is happening from June 17th, which was yesterday, through July 2nd. So go ahead and grab all of your Sweet Sweat equipment and products while it's on sale. Okay. All right. And that will be in my shopping cart for the duration of this live. So if you want to grab that, go ahead and grab it, add it to your cart. Make sure you check out the deal section before you place your order to see if there are any TikTok shop coupons or any brand coupons that you can stack with it and get an even better deal. And I think everybody's getting free shipping right now. So make sure you guys check that out. And we're going to get started with this walk. Now, before I get on here, I'm going to put some socks on, because I just like to have a little bit of cushion. Thank you so much, Shanika, for liking the live and getting me over 1,000 likes. I greatly appreciate it. I would love it if you guys would let me know what state you're watching from, and share the live out to at least 5 people. That will let TikTok know that whatever I'm doing over here is valuable in some way. So I'm going to put these socks on top of this ankle and foot support. Oh, actually, well, I'm going to just let it stay like that. Okay. I'm also in here watching a basketball game. It's the Atlanta Dream and Indiana Fever are playing. We're in the fourth quarter. It's 97-99. Atlanta is up by 2. And I like Atlanta because it's got 3 Gamecocks on it. Tahina Powell, Medina Akot, and Alicia Gray. So that's what we're doing. Thank you so much for liking the live, guys. I appreciate you. Make sure that you are following the live host. I am the live host. Hi, it's me, LaShonda. Make sure you go up there and hit that plus sign in the top left corner of your screen. Follow me. And that way you'll know anytime that I'm live or that I post a video, you will get that straight to your FYP. Okay? So I'm gonna plug this up. We're gonna get this 30 minutes going. We are at day 22, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, join my fan club. If you are new here, my name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm actually from South Carolina, but I've been in Charlotte for almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years at the end of this year. And I used to live consistently last year, and I started to get in a little bit of a slump. And so now I'm trying to reverse all of that. And I'm not unlike a lot of people who work from home, work remotely, and they sort of get into a rut or, lean back into a sedentary lifestyle. You got to wake up from that. Get at least 30 minutes of walking in every single day. At least 30 minutes of walking. If you want to put it into steps, try to get at least 10,000 steps. But the minimum is 30 minutes. Statistics show that people who walk at least 30 minutes every single day live longer, they improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. So I'm an advocate of that. I want to live to 100. I want to live to like those people in those blue zones, those 5 areas that I just talked to you guys about. And I want to be able to know that I'm 100, be able to walk around, be able to socialize and do all the things that an ordinary person would do. So that's why I'm doing this. And it's accountability and documentation for myself, but I'm grateful to have you guys along on the ride. Okay? So let's get started. We got 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'm going to put this up to 1.5. We're going to try to get a little bit fancier tonight. We'll see if we can get up to 2.0. There was a couple of days this week that I didn't put the ankle support on, and the score is 103.99. Atlanta's up. And my foot started back hurting. So that lets me know that anytime that I'm doing any sort of exercise or, activity, that I need to have this on. Hold on one second. I got to adjust one of these phones. Make sure you guys are following me. TikTok is telling me that 80% of you guys are not following. Hit the follow button. Double tap the middle of your screen. I would love it if you get me to 5,000 likes. Yeah, Angel Reese, 106.99, 22 seconds left. We have 1.5 on my Zen Active walking pad. If you want to check out the walking pad, it's under $100 in my shopping cart at the bottom of the screen. This waist trimmer from Sweet Sweat is also in that shopping cart. The ankle and foot support that I have on my foot is also in that shopping cart. It's Deal for You Days going on. It started yesterday. Lots of things are discounted. The Sweet Sweat waist trimmer is 30% off. So the regular price is like $27 and some change. You can get it now for $19. So you can get it for under $20. Okay? There's something to elevate your workout experience or to elevate your exercise experience, okay? And if you hadn't noticed, I'm in a dress, right? I'm not afraid to get on live and tell you guys that it doesn't matter what outfit you have on. Get your 30 minutes of walking in. My daughter had an orthodontic appointment today. I was babysitting my baby niece, and I had to go do some drop-offs, run some errands. So I had to put some real clothes on. I don't generally like to wear my workout outfits outside. Like I generally leave that to in here, but I had something to do. But if you Well, notice I don't care nothing about that. There's other live streams that I've done where I've had a dress on, and I want that. I could have easily put on some other clothes 'cause I just washed clothes, but I wanted to do it like this to show you guys. Do not let workout clothes, workout shoes, headbands, and wristbands, even this walking pad or this waist trimmer, prevent you from getting your 30 minutes of walking in. Whether you are in your suit, your dress, loungewear, pajamas, or actually your workout clothes, get them 30 minutes of walking in. If you are in the business world, in the corporate world, you're going to be walking around your office anyway, right? I know lots of people, especially in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina, that they bring shoes, but they have their suit pants on and their Oxford shirt, but they got sneakers on. They got tennis shoes on. And they're walking 4 blocks. They park their car in one place and got to walk to the Bank of America building or the Wells Fargo building in uptown Charlotte. They're getting their walk on. So we don't have to tell those people to ensure that they get 30 minutes of walking in. They're getting it done. And you should too. That's one of the things that people in New York have over a lot of folks, is that they do a lot more walking than a lot of us. Now, granted, they have other things to contend with, like, crime and pollution and all that stuff, but they get a lot more walking in. And if you say you don't have time, I beg to differ, because there's 24 hours in a day, and if you sleep for 8 hours, you work for 8 hours, you still got 8 hours left to get 30 minutes of walking done. Whether you have a Whoop, a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, a pedometer, any of those devices that count your steps, put it on a 30-minute countdown and just go walk around. Walk around your office, walk around your building, on the outside of the building, on the inside of the building. If you got to do drop-offs for camp or daycare. I know next week my daughter has to start conditioning and weightlifting to be prepared for flag football season. Just as an aside, here in North Carolina, flag football has now been sanctioned as a sport. So all of the high school teams are now going to start playing flag football in the fall. So that means that my kid has been playing flag football consistently for, this will be her 4th season coming up in the fall. So this summer they have to do a lot of conditioning, workouts, and weightlifting. And on top of that, these are girls. Women top the charts when it comes to injuries in sports, not just flag football or basketball, sports in general. Soccer, hockey, all of the things. Women top the charts when it comes. We get injured more than men do. And I was watching a podcast where a lady was saying, we have to start doing all of the training a lot sooner for girls. Like, you know how they have Pop Warner football for the little boys, and then they have Little League, baseball and softball. But very rarely will you catch, other sports having those feeder programs that really teach the elements of the game, but also how to take care of their bodies. And part of the thing that the lady in that podcast said that we should be doing more with our youth, especially our girls, is having them lift weights. having them train. That's going to help them not get injured as much. Thank you so much for liking the live, guys. Make sure you are following me. I am on my way to 300 subscribers on my other platform, and I am on the road to 10,000 followers on TikTok. 10,000 followers will help me unlock some other benefits. So I would greatly appreciate you guys that are watching that you follow. Hold on, my phone is gradually tilting down, so it's making me feel like it's gonna pop out. You see how hard I'm breathing? Thank y'all so much. Got me over 1,800 likes. I appreciate you. If you want to check out any of the items that are shown on screen, like this waist trimmer, this walking pad that I'm on, or the ankle and foot support, it's in the shopping cart below. Deals for You days is happening. It started yesterday and it will end on July 2nd. But this is also while supplies last. So go ahead and get your walking pad right now while it's discounted under $100. Anything you get out of that shopping cart, make sure you check out the deal section before you place your order to see if there are any TikTok shop coupons or any brand coupons that you can stack and get in a better deal. Okay, I think Atlanta is gonna run away with this. This is 108 to 101. Atlanta is up by 7. Are you guys into the WNBA? Because I am. I'm all in. I want to get, I still haven't gotten Asia Wilson's shoes, the A1s and the A2s. And I want to get Angel Reese's Reeboks. I think she's debuting Poison Angel or something. She's got some green ones, like some lime green ones on today. Okay. That'll do it. Atlanta Dream win the game. 108, 101. There might be another game coming on after this. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, if you have young ladies in your home or in your family that play sports, make sure they're lifting weights, make sure they're training a range of motions so that they get injured less. In fact, my niece just graduated high school and she got a track and field scholarship, and she actually won in 2 categories at the state championship for South Carolina. She won the 100-meter race and the 200-meter race. So my niece is a state champion. She's very tiny, but she's never been injured that I know of. Now, maybe she's gotten injured and my sister didn't tell me, but we're 10 minutes into this walk, y'all, so that we got less than 20 minutes left. Oh, I feel like I'm catching a little cramp in my calf. Probably because I'm going at 1.5 when I generally go 1.0. That's probably also why I'm panting a little bit. We at 11 minutes. Thank you so much for liking the live. Make sure you guys are following me. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my fan club. That way you'll be able to see whenever I post any videos, any shoppable videos, or I go live. I generally post clips from my live streams after the live stream. The thing about TikTok, the live streams are not available to you unless I post something from them. But on other platforms, when you go live, that live stays up for some platforms it's 30 days, and for other platforms indefinitely. So If you're watching from a different platform, just know that you have probably a little bit of the benefit from TikTok. TikTok will only show you what I post, so you'll have to catch me live, and that's why it's important to follow me. I haven't even been looking at my posture. I've been looking down, try to elongate my spine. I love the new CBA that the WNBA has right now because we get to not only see great basketball games, but we get commentary after. I used to be so frustrated last season whenever a game would be on like ESPN, and then immediately they would go to something else. Like they wouldn't even give us any kind of post game commentary. They would just bring on a crew of people that's talking about football or talking about the men's game or men's sports, and it would piss me off all the time. So with this new CBA, even though it could use some streamlining in the form of having the games like be on like one station, because like I never know until I go to the WNBA app where the game is at. So the game could be on Prime Video, which the Atlanta Dream Indiana Fever game was on Prime Video. Then sometimes the Fever games are on ABC. A lot of them were. And then sometimes they're on USA Network. And then sometimes they're just on the WNBA app or on NBA TV. So it's just so frustrating because you have to go to the app to see where the game is going to be played. So that's one of the things they could do better. But what's different from last year to this year or this season is that they do have the post game commentary after, and they've got some of the biggest legends in WNBA history that does it, like Swing Cash and Shamiqua Holesclaw, which if you or anybody that's familiar like with the Atlanta area or the Tennessee Vols, Shamiqua was huge, you know? So I'm telling you, when I first started this, we're at 15 minutes, y'all, so we're already halfway there. But when I first started doing this 30 minutes of walking, this challenge that was started on May 28th, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was a chore. That's why I ended up starting at night, because to get up in the morning when I gotta be logged on my computer at 9 was a chore for me. I'm not a morning person, and I like sleeping in, and it was starting to feel a little stressful to, like, if I would tell you guys, oh, come tomorrow, I'll be on at 10, and then 10 o'clock comes and I don't feel like doing it, or something happens, like I forgot my daughter's orthodontic appointment until like 30 minutes before, so I had to like throw on my shoes and go take her to get her braces adjusted. It's annoying because I tend to forget things. So for me, this time of night just works best. And it's not even a consistent time, because like sometimes it's 8:30, sometimes it's 9 or 9:30. There's even been times that it's been 10 or 10:30. But I appreciate all of you guys for rocking with me, regardless of whatever time it is. So thank y'all for that. Make sure you are following me so that whatever time I go live, you get a notification that I am live. And double tap the middle of your screen. Keep doing that. Thank you so much. If you want to send me any gifts, I do have a flash goal. A live goal is in the middle. If you want to contribute to my gallery, you can send gifts. It's greatly appreciated. But getting in a habit, the fact that this is day 22, because like I said, those first few days of this challenge was a little stressful because I wanted to be more consistent and give you guys a time so that you guys would know what time to meet me on live. But for me, I like just keeping it a little loose. And if you guys follow me, you'll see whenever I go live. And unintentionally, I started getting one of the best benefits that I never knew out of walking at this time of night. And that is that I get to sleep throughout the night. As I said in the beginning of this live stream, I'm 46, I'm perimenopausal. I have PCOS, endometriosis, and adenomyosis, which means I have tissue growing outside of my uterus. I have tissue growing in the walls of my uterus, which cause heavy bleeding. And heavy bleeding causes iron deficiency. Iron deficiency causes fatigue. And the perimenopause, on top of all of that, causes insomnia, you know? And so walking 30 minutes at this time of night sort of wears out all of that extra or that excess energy. Ooh, let me turn this down. I'm gonna have to stretch in a little bit. I'm putting it back at 1.0, y'all. I'm feeling a cramp in my left leg, my left calf, because I was trying to do too much. It's not about the speed, it's about the time. So I was at 1.5 when I normally do 1.0. So we had 19 minutes. We got less than 11 minutes left. I'm gonna do these last 11 minutes on 1.0. And then I'm gonna stretch. But doing this 30 minutes of walking at this time of night helps me sleep. If you know anything about perimenopause, people who are in perimenopause will tell you that they wake up, oh, I'm sweating, that they wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to sleep until the sun rises. Hold on, y'all, my sock is coming off. So, and that's been me. That's been me. So I'm like, wait a minute, you know what? I'm gonna take these. Let me take these socks off. It's probably the socks that's causing a little bit more friction than I like. These are different socks that I normally wear. Oh, let me get a sip of water. So I'm gonna just be barefoot at this point. Okay. But yeah, it's like being a toddler. You know how you take toddlers to the park a couple of hours before it's time for their bath, so you can wear them out to get all that excess energy that they might have out. That's essentially what I'm doing. I am all of that energy that I might have had from working 8-9 hours, running around, doing all of the errands for my kid, for myself and my husband. And then I got all this excess energy. You can burn all of that off, or at least the majority of that, by walking on your walking pad. And if you're someone who has excess energy, like you need more than 30 minutes, by all means, get it done. What I'm telling you to do is get at least 30 minutes. If you're someone who's new to working out, you've been living a sedentary lifestyle for a very long time, start out easy. Just get your 30 minutes in and call it a day. Statistics show people who walk at least 30 minutes every day live longer, improve their cardiovascular health and their mental health. So if you want to be one of those people, get your 30 minutes of walking in. That's the bare minimum. You ain't got to do too much. And then as you build up your habit, then you can just slowly add stuff to it. Okay. My challenge started on May 28th, and this challenge will end on June 27th. That does not mean that I won't be walking on June 28th, June 29th, and June 30th. I am still going to be walking every day. And that's one of the things about creating a habit. I couldn't remember whether the old adage is to make something a habit, you have to do it consistently for either 21 days or 27 days. Whoever, if anybody knows what the number is, drop it in the comments for me. I want to say it's 27 days, and right now we're at day 22. Day 22 of 30. So if it's 21, we've surpassed that. But I'll have to even say to you that knowing that because I've done this for so long, it doesn't annoy me, it doesn't stress me out. Let me see, somebody responded. Oh, is it 14 days? Oh, well, we've been there. You got to do it consistently for 14 days. I don't know why I was thinking 21 or 27. Why was I thinking 27? So for 14 days, okay. So 2 weeks. Doing something for 2 weeks, and that creates a habit. Okay. Thanks, cuz. I didn't realize. And I do it on Saturdays and Sundays. There's no days off. I think doing something every day really is the consistent builder, because if you do something just like Monday through Friday, it's like you will talk your, well, I will. Let me speak for myself. Other people might not be affected by undiagnosed ADHD or all the other diagnoses that I've been talking to you guys about, but I will talk myself out of doing something if I don't do it every day. So if I don't do it on Saturdays and Sundays, I will come up with some good reason as to why I don't have to do it again on Monday. So I got to do it every day. So whether we're traveling or not, I ensure that I get it done. And it doesn't matter what time. And that's why I'm not restricted to any specific time, because if it is 5 o'clock in the morning or 2 a.m., I'm going to pull this bad boy out and I'm going to get my 30 minutes done. And that's also a benefit of actually having the walking pad. And you can find it in the shopping cart at the bottom of your screen if you guys want to check that out. Deals for You Days is going on. And a lot of things are marked down. And you can get coupons and all that. But one of the benefits of having this walking pad is that I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm in a dress. I don't have to worry about somebody recording me and putting me on social media. Let me tell y'all what this girl came in the gym looking like. She had a dress on. Who comes to the gym in a dress? Who works out in a dress? I don't have to worry about that judgment. I'm not restricted on time, right? So I don't have to worry about being subject to the hours of operation of a gym. And even though there might be 24-hour gyms, I'm a woman, a wife, and a mom. I'm sure my husband would not want me to be out at 2 a.m. saying I'm going to the gym, because he would be like, why would you be at the gym at 2 a.m.? Right? And I have a kid, you know? While I want her to see me getting it done by any means necessary, I also want to be here for her. So I don't want to do careless things like put myself at risk because I only have time at night. So having this walking pad allows me the freedom to not be restricted to someone's hours of operation or being restricted by a dress code. I can pull this out in the middle of my living room in my sitting area and do this for 30 minutes. It's not cumbersome. Thank you for liking the live. Make sure you guys are following me. I can pull it out. It's got rollers on the front of it. So we got less than 4 minutes left, y'all. When I'm done with it, I unplug it and it goes back in its dedicated spot behind my bedroom door where it does not take up a whole lot of space. It's thin enough that you can put it behind your door or put it under your bed or put it in a closet. For me, though, for me, I'm speaking for myself, I am someone who has to see things in order to remember to use them. So I'm one of those people that I gotta have the air fryer out on the counter. I gotta have the deep fryer on the counter. I gotta have the blender on the counter. You know, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget I have it. And those are things that make my life easy, right? This makes my life easy because I can just pull it out, get my 30 minutes in, and put it right back. And I think that's probably why back in the day when exercise bikes were so popular and the ellipticals were so popular, you would go to somebody's house and you would see their exercise bike or their elliptical in their living room, because people know that they didn't spend all this money. Or even on the Pelotons nowadays, people now know, like, if I put this in a room, I'm hardly ever going to use it. Let me put it somewhere where I know I'm going to see it every day, and that's going to force me to use it. And even then, sometimes that don't even work for people, because you'll walk into somebody's house and they'll have clothes hanging on it, folded up on it. You know, they'll hang their jackets and stuff like that on it. So I just put it behind my door, my bedroom, and I walk past it every day. Every time I'm walking in and out of my bedroom, even though it's behind my door, I still can see it. So you guys can grab that. It's under $100. This waist trimmer is 30% off. Original price is $27. You can get it for $19 and some change, plus tax. And I think it's free shipping with most of the things. So go and grab any of those things. And also, if you are already following me, then you will see that I post a lot of shoppable videos of the vitamins and supplements that I take. And just to give you an idea, if you're on here, of all the vitamins and supplements that I take, so I make sure that I get my vitamin C on because I don't like to be sick. My husband works 2 jobs and he's around a lot of people on his second job. And my daughter, you know, she's school age, so she goes to school, even though school is out right now. But she generally goes to school, and y'all know kids don't care nothing about their immunity. So I take oil of oregano. I take D3 plus K2. That's all in my showcase. Vitamin D is something that especially us Black folks we need to take because our skin color keeps us from 21 days to solidify a habit. Oh, it is 21. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Hello, guys. Some people on my other platform saying, hey, it was 21. That's what I was thinking it was. I was thinking either 21 or 27. Oh, we had 30 minutes, y'all. Drop some celebration emojis in the comments, please. And thank you. Send me a gift. We completed. I've just completed day 22 of 30 of walking at least 30 minutes. Most of that walk was done at 1.5. This walking pad does go up to 5.0. So if I wanted to sprint the whole time, I could. That's not something I'm going to do. But I have seen people do like interval sprints, like they'll walk for a couple of minutes, sprint for a minute, walk for a couple of minutes, sprint for a couple of minutes. I might end up doing something like that, doing a challenge like that. But I think my next challenge is going to be incorporating lifting into the 30 minutes of walking, because I've heard that people who are in perimenopause, people my age, we really should be lifting heavy weights, more so than doing excess cardio. That they said actually works better for my age category. So all of those people that do that over exercise, that do like insane amounts of cardio, if you eat right and get your 30 minutes and lift, you will build muscle. Muscle burns more fat than anything else. So my goal before the end of the year is to increase my muscle mass by 20%. Now, Tony Fine says that it takes time to build muscle. So, if you're someone who hasn't really been lifting weights, you've probably been like gradually losing your muscle mass. And I know I have, because, it's a little bit of flab going on. But basically, the same amount of time that it took you to lose that, it's you need double the time to build that muscle back. So lifting heavy weights helps you build that muscle, and then that's going to help you burn more fat. And some people be funny about lifting weights, especially women, because they think that they're going to look like a man, but you're not. You're not. Uh, Muscular bodies look good in clothes. They really do. All right, so let me turn this off. And if you guys got any questions, if you guys want to know, I was in the middle of telling you guys about all of my supplements. So I might give you guys a tour of my supplements that I take on a daily basis. If you want that, let me know and I'll share that information with you. But before we get out of here, make sure you guys are following me. Hit that right there. Hit that plus sign. If there's a plus sign in the top left corner of your screen, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and follow me. Keep double tapping the middle of the screen. You guys got me over 3,000 likes. Thank y'all so much. You guys are bomb. But if you want to know all of the vitamins and supplements that I take, let me know. Here's something that I want to disclose to you. I am not pre-diabetic. I am not diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. Um, what are the other chronic things that most people at my weight have? I don't have. A lot of it is hereditary, but also I do eat pretty well. I haven't always, like, I have eaten a lot of processed foods, but I do eat well. I eat salads on a daily basis. Um, I don't eat regular bread. I eat sourdough bread, or I eat the Ezekiel bread, which is flourless sprouted bread. I am lactose intolerant, so I don't eat dairy, but that's one of the things that keep you sick. And also, it carries a lot of calories. So that's one thing. I still have to find a way to get my calcium in. So I take a calcium supplement every now and then, or I will find like vegetables that have calcium, or fruit and stuff that has calcium in it. But yeah, I don't eat dairy. What else? My husband does have high blood pressure, so we don't cook with a whole lot of salt. And because I don't want to be pre-diabetic or diabetic, we watch the sugar content. Um, Again, I was telling you guys yesterday that I follow Tony Fine's 6 week uh, 6 week transformation guide, and she talks about eating fruit that have berries in the name: strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. And in fact, I saw something. There was a nutritionist talking about um, raspberries are really great pre-meal. So if you eat raspberries, and I think she said strawberries pre-meal because they have strawberries have fiber. Like eat the whole thing, and I think she even said, okay, look, I got so many things in my head. She basically went through all of the fruits that have the least amount of sugar content, because that's sometimes where people go wrong. They think aren't fruit healthy, and there's a lot of fruit that are heavy laden with sugar, like natural sugars, but still sugar nonetheless, and that turns into glucose, and that puts weight on you. So she said anything with berries, but raspberries before a meal, because raspberries and strawberries before a meal actually help, because if you're going to eat things with carbs in it, the fiber helps to lessen the carb effect. I don't know why we didn't know these things before, y'all, but that's a game changer, because a lot of times, especially when I'm cooking, I want a snack, So now that I know that, I can just like eat some raspberries while I'm cooking, and that'll satisfy that, because fiber actually helps you feel more full. Thank you so much for the follow. Fiber actually makes you feel more full. And so then when you eat, you're not eating as much, but you also should be weighing your food. And so Tony Fine's 6 week transformation guide actually comes with a scale. And so she has like a shopping list in her book. I showed y'all the book yesterday. She has that was you, Mary. Thank you. She has a shopping list in the book where you can just go to the grocery store and just pick all the things on the shopping list. And she says it usually adds up to about $60 or $70, depending. Y'all know groceries done gone up, so it might be $70. But I generally can get all of the things under 60. Depends on where you shop. Now I buy a lot of groceries on either Instacart or DoorDash, and I can usually get all of the things on her shopping list. Even if I do multiple stores, I'll get it under $60. So check out Tony Fine. She's on live every single morning. I think she's on live like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning to like noon, and she's talking about different things that you should be eating. Um, the lady that I was talking to you guys about, who says that you should eat fruit with fiber before a meal, she also said eating kiwi with the skin on was good. Thank you, Mary, for liking the live. I had never heard of that. I never knew you could eat the skin of kiwi, but apparently you can. Hey, Zaria. Did you watch the game, Zaria? Yeah, so I didn't know that, but I'm going to start buying some kiwi, and I'm going to start eating that before a meal, and see how that affects how much I eat. Yeah, I had like a bowl of cereal today with oat milk, because again, I don't do dairy. So I when I get my coffee, I drink it with oat milk. Like I get my Starbucks order is a venti caramel macchiato with oat milk, and depending on how I'm feeling, I might get some cold foam or something like that. But most of the time, it's just caramel macchiato with oat milk. Um, what else? But I'll eat my cereal with oat milk, and most of the time it's going to be Cheerios because it's fiber. I do like, what's the other cereal that I got in there? Honey, is it Honey Bunches of Oats? I think it's Honey Bunches of Oats. I'll do that one. But I didn't see you guys say that you wanted to hear about the vitamins. So just a quick little recap. I do oil of oregano. I do D3 plus K2. Make sure your vitamin D supplement has K2 in it. K2 is like a chauffeur. It drives the vitamin D to the places that it needs to be utilized. So don't get vitamin D if it doesn't have K2 in it. It should say D3 plus K2. Get that one. I take a probiotic. I take um, saffron. I take that in the morning. That helps with inflammation. What else? I'm trying to think of my little stash over there because I keep my vitamins by my coffee station. Yeah, the probiotic. Sometimes I take a digestive enzyme. So one of the things when you're someone like me who is lactose intolerant, when you go out to eat, sometimes people don't always tell you when they're cooking with dairy. Like I cook grits with water, but some of these restaurants cook grits with milk, right, or with heavy cream, right, to make it more creamy, and that will mess me up. So a lot of times when I find myself accidentally eating something that has dairy in it or like heavy cream butter or something like that, I will take a digestive enzyme because it helps to digest. Because the issue with intolerance is that your body can't digest it. So if you take a digestive enzyme, it'll help break down whatever that is to help it move on through. So that's what digestive enzymes do. I know they were all the rage like a couple of months ago, and some people were shunning them, but it really truly works because I have been given something, and y'all know Southern old people don't give a damn about your intolerances. If you say you don't eat pork, you don't eat beef, you don't eat dairy, they be pissed the fuck off if you come to a cookout or something and you're asking questions about what's in the food. They be mad as f about it. So I try to stay away from stuff like that because unless I know the people that are like making this and that. Like for instance, if my sister's making dinner, like a Christmas dinner or something like that, I know that my sister makes pasta salad with no cheese on it. She makes that because she knows that I don't do cheese, but also cheese don't go in pasta salad. But a lot of people be putting all kind of stuff that don't go in stuff, and they make it hard for people like me who have intolerances or who just have preferences about their food. So I take the digestive enzyme. But yeah, what else do I take? Oh, and I take glutathione. I take NMNs. NMNs help with anti-aging. I do take the Triquetra GLP Activate. It is not a GLP-1. It is GLP though. And because of my diagnosis of endometriosis and PCOS, my body doesn't naturally make it. And so that's why a lot of times people with endometriosis, adenomyosis, and PCOS, we end up gaining weight because there was a study that they did that found that any women who have endometriosis don't naturally make it. So that's why a lot of times it works with women who have endometriosis or PCOS or adenomyosis. So I take that from Triquetra, and I think that's it, y'all. Yeah, D3 plus K2, olive oregano, um, a probiotic, the digestive enzymes occasionally, saffron, so organic saffron. Um, oh, collagen. I take collagen because y'all know what helps your cartilage is collagen. So, and also when you start to notice the volume loss in your face, like under your eyes and stuff, if you got that nasal labial fold, that's probably due to collagen loss. So I take collagen, um, and that's about it. But everything that I'm talking about is actually things that you can find on my show in my showcase. So if you hit my profile and then click on my showcase, all of the vitamins and supplements that I promote as a TikTok shop affiliate, I have on in my showcase. And a lot of times if you see me posting multiple videos about a certain product, it's because I actually take it. I've ran out of a lot of. Oh, one more thing that I take because I have PCOS. I take a supplement called inositol, inositol. So if there's anybody out there that suffers from PCOS, which has now been relabeled to PMOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, has now been relabeled to polymetabolic ovarian syndrome because it's a metabolism issue. Um, I take inositol. So just look up the effects of inositol on people with PCOS. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to take this walking pad in the room. And I'm thankful to you guys for joining me this evening. Love it that you guys have hit the like button so much. You guys got me over 5,000 likes, which was my goal in the beginning of this. Thank y'all so much. Anybody that sent any gifts, thank you. Shanika, Miss Mary, all of you guys for tapping the middle of your screen and hitting the like button. And make sure, again, before I get off of here, if you're not already following me, if there's a plus sign in the top left corner of your screen, that means you're not already following me. Go ahead and follow me. That way you'll be notified whenever I go live. And you'll also get my shoppable videos to your FYP. Oh, I'm about to get off of here and I ain't even showed y'all. I don't know that you guys are going to be able to really see it. Thank you, Miss Mary. Yes, I appreciate it. I hope to see you tomorrow, Miss Mary. Let me, before I go, I'm pinning this waist trimmer. Because this dress got so many different colors in it, I doubt if you guys will be able to see. Ooh! But hopefully the belt, this look at the sweat. Can y'all see that? You see the sweat on this? I did not put on any workout enhancer gel. So you can't see the water that's soaked on my dress, but you can see it on this. Can y'all see that sweat? 30 minutes of walking. That's what this helped me do. It helped me sweat more. So if you want to get rid of your auntie arms, this company makes arm trimmers. If you want to get rid of the flabbiness on your thighs, they make thigh trimmers, but this is the waist trimmer. This is Sweet Sweat, and their stuff is 30% off. If you click on this product, you can also click on their shop and go and see and look at all of the products that they have in their shop. They're 30% off. Deals for You days is happening right now. So make sure you go and check out Sweet Sweat. It's insane. I love this. And it's thick, it's good quality, but just in that little bit. And remember, I wasn't going that fast. I was going 1.5 for the majority of the walk, and I only walked 30 minutes, and look how much sweat. So that building up that perspiration around this area is helping me burn more fat here. Okay. Better go on and get yours. By the end of the year, I'm going to be fine. You hear me? I'm going to be fine. And it's going to be due to me walking 30 minutes every single day and walking with this Sweet Sweat waist trimmer on. Get yours today with 30% off. You can grab that in the shopping cart below. I got it pinned right now. And it also comes with a wash bag. So you can throw it in your washing machine, put it inside of this bag, and then throw it in your washing machine and clean it. But I love this thing because of the little amount of exercise that I'm doing on a daily basis right now. And then when I start lifting weights, it's going to come in handy too, because then I'm going to be burning more fat by lifting weights. So go on ahead and get yours. It's the Sweet Sweat waist trimmer. Great quality, good technology, and it's 30% off right now. I was about to not even show y'all that. Okay, let me go put this up. Oh, I might as well go ahead and pin the walking pad one last time for y'all. So I already unplugged the walking pad and I got the remote and the power cord in my hand. Let me just show you guys how not heavy this is. It's got rollers on it. I can easily roll this back in my living room, in my bedroom, and put it back behind the bedroom door like I always keep it. But if you're someone who likes to put it under your bed, you can put it under your bed. But I keep it behind my door so that I see it and it's not out of sight, out of mind. But it is out of the way. Right? Out of sight, out of mind. We just want it out of the way. on that deal. It's under $100, y'all. So go ahead and grab that, add it to your cart. Make sure you take advantage of this deals for you days that's happening. A lot of stuff is marked down. Before you place your order, make sure that you check your deals section to see if there's any additional coupons that you can add, whether it's a TikTok shop coupon or a brand coupon, and you might be able to stack the both of them if there are two types and get you an even better deal. Some of y'all have some amazing coupons that y'all have not used. So definitely make sure, hey, make sure you take advantage of that, okay? All right, and then the last thing before we go, because I'm going to take it off anyway, is this foot and ankle support. Remember I was telling you guys that I was having some pain in my foot. I felt like it was plantar fasciitis. It's actually in my heel. I'm saying my foot, but it's my heel really. And so a lot of times, or the last few weeks, I've been like limping a little bit. So I've been putting this on whenever I work out, whenever I do my walks, I've been putting this on. This is the Sleeve Stars ankle and foot support. It's compression. It is a sleeve for your foot and ankle, and then a little strap to go around it. So since I've already done my walk, I'm gonna take it off. And this is washing machine friendly. Throw it in your washing machine. If you want to put it in the bag with your other items, put it in there. But it's great quality. It comes in different colors, y'all. If you look at that item, I think it comes in black. You can get pink, green. Like there might be yeah. But it's good material. It has the little groove here for your heel, so you know how to put it on. So it's for all of the folks who like do a lot of running, a lot of exercising, and you just need a little bit of support for your foot and your ankle. So go ahead and grab that. Again, deals for you days is happening right now. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of all of the great deals that's happening on TikTok right now. And that's all of my stuff. So I'm going to be live again tomorrow. It's going to be around the same time. Y'all know how I do. It's 8:30, 9:30, somewhere around in there. It's going to be nighttime when I go live. So I will see you guys then. Thank y'all again to everybody who has contributed to my over 7,000 likes. Thank y'all so much. And make sure that you are following me. Thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you, Shanika. Make sure you guys are following me. There's a plus sign in the top left corner of your screen, hit that plus sign to follow me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Shanika. Thank you, Miss Mary. All right, let's see. I love the likes.